What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be starting a walkthrough of Marvel Avengers Alliance Spec Ops 15 Game On, featuring of course Nico, also known as Sister Grimm. So, the first thing you're likely to notice here is that they brought back the mechanics from Spec Ops 3, where there are two sides to the story. This time you'll be choosing between heroes or villains. Bam! First task, defeat 10 thugs. This can be done pretty easily by just fighting your way through the mobs. I didn't actually bother to check whether this can be done outside of Spec Ops or not, because I intend on fighting through all the mobs anyway to get to the epic boss. I get asked sometimes, why do you always use Iron Patriot and Molten Thor? Well, as you see, they are heavy hitters. I rarely find any mobs that can stand up for them for too long, and really it is just a quick and easy way of getting through these mobs, because let's face it, sometimes mobs can be really boring. And there you go. First 4 dead thugs. Just like that. Okay, so we're moving on to Robo Hammerhead and his 2 goons there. And again, Thor and Patriot will just tear them down and boom! 2 more dead thugs. Alright, moving on to this low threat mission here. This shouldn't take too long. Yep. This high threat mission up here is going to give us more than enough thugs to murder to finish off this first task. Then we can go ahead and see what else this Spec Ops has in store for us. I really am liking this one so far. Arcade and murder world and heroes against villains that were heroes for a little bit and now they're kind of villains again. Or something. Yeah. That's kind of confusing. But anyway, right here is why I love Iron Patriot. Bam, 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 bam. And you're dead. Alright, second task. Collect 10 unstable ISO. Easy. Next. 3 deploys. I did this one outside of Spec Ops to save on the ISOs. Next. Defeat a boss in Mission 1. Before we do that though, let's have a look at these deploys, shall we? We have 2 that can be absolutely anybody at all. Then we have Spider-Man and Bishop. Now, just let me beat up this mob here. Screw it, I'll do it off camera. We won! Hooray! Okay, so our last deploy is none other than Hawkeye. That should be pretty easy for everybody. No need to do much farming on that one. As you can see right now, the boss of this mission is Red Hulk. What was weird to me is that Hulk isn't a fixed team up for this one. Usually for Spec Ops, bosses have a fixed team up, and I mean, it's Hulk versus Red Hulk. You'd think that would be compulsory. Now, I always fight all the bosses together because bosses cost 20 unstable ISO to face them, and I do not like wasting them. Also, it just makes racking up those mastery stars a little less time consuming. So, if you haven't noticed yet, one of the reasons I use Savant's Spear is because I'm far too lazy to come up with a strategy every single battle. So if the enemy's class count as my own, I just generalize them and everything usually turns out okay. Alright, so Iron Patriot is just going to finish off the big bad Red Hulk there, and with that done, Arcade decides he's going to play a little more active role in murdering the Alliance. Which brings us to, you guessed it, our group boss. I royally messed up here. I meant to bring in Tactician Hawkeye, because a rapid fire plus bonus turn is just pure ponage. Why did I say ponage so weird then? Suddenly I became even more Australian. Anyway, stereotypes aside, I should point out that regardless of whether you win your group boss fight or not, if you do not collect your lockboxes until the boss spawns again, your allies will still be able to fight him even if he appears unspawned to you. So, if you're keeping your allies' best interests in mind, don't collect them until then. More lockboxes for everybody. I actually do have a pretty neat way of taking out group bosses. I'm not overly sure how well known it is. I may make a video on it at a later date if you guys like this video enough, or if you guys want me to. I guess I will. Okay, so with that out of the way, we get the blueprint for this murderous doll head thing. Yay! As you see, it'll take 8 hours, 60 unstable ISO. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and share the epic boss with you guys. Yep, it's Constrictor and Taskmaster. Not really an overly difficult battle. From what I can tell, this version is identical to the Locksbox version, so you more or less know what to expect. Anywho, I do plan to do more of this, so if you do want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe, and please be sure to give me some feedback in the comments about anything at all, and thanks so very much for watching. Oh, and of course, what happens after I finish this epic fight with this epic boss? Yep, classic Playdom. Yay! Awkward outro.